is Jamie and I post videos every Sunday. So on my Instagram, I recently posted this clothing reel where I showed different thrifted outfits, and I got a lot of DMs and they were asking questions like, are these outfits really thrifted? Where do you go thrifting? How long did it take you to kind of curate this collection? And people were asking me for some tips as a buyer on Facebook Marketplace. So I'm really grateful I received all those questions because it motivated me to do this video. So I'm going to be sharing some tips as a buyer on Facebook Marketplace. So I use Facebook Marketplace not just for clothing, but so many different items like furniture, home decor, so many things. Even the tripod that I'm filming on right now is from Facebook Marketplace. I think it is amazing. So if you would like me to do a video on my tips as a seller on Facebook Marketplace, please let me know in the comments down below and I will definitely film that for you. But let us get on with the very first tip. So my first tip on buying on Facebook Marketplace is to set up alerts. So you might want to set up an alert for the particular item that you're after, or a brand that you really like, or even the size of your clothing. So for example, if you're petite like me, you might find it's more difficult to find things that's in your size on the secondhand market. So alerts have been a really good way for me to see what's made available on Facebook Marketplace. I also think it really helps me avoid going down that rabbit hole of mindlessly scrolling. It just saves me time overall. And I think with Facebook Marketplace, you just have to practice patience. I don't really look for it to have a quick win or for an impulse buy. It's really not about that. So for example, I will, examine my wardrobe, see what I'm missing. So for example, my most recent purchase was a pair of white jeans, and I had been thinking about it for, no joke, 6 months. I had an alert for 6 months until I found a pair of white jeans that was in my size. It was a brand I really liked and was familiar with, and the seller was close to me. So it kind of ticked all of those boxes, which were amazing. But yes, practicing patience is going to go a long way on Facebook Marketplace. But honestly, the feeling is so amazing when you find an item that you really love. It's at a more affordable price and it's better for the environment. I am so happy with this. Excuse me? Oh my god, look at it! I bet this was supposed to be a crop, but because I have a really small torso, it fits perfectly. Oh my god, I am so happy with this. Oh, and the pants fit so well. Oh my god, they're so comfy. So I am so happy with this top. So as you can tell from the front, it's like, okay. It's very serious, standard little black turtleneck-ish. And then at the back, oh. So my second tip for buying on Facebook Marketplace is to haggle. So 99% of the things I've bought on Facebook Marketplace are less than the price that was listed. There are a lot of people who have just gone through this decluttering phase and they just want to get those items out of their home. I mean, think about when you've been decluttering, it's really not satisfying to have gone through your entire wardrobe, your storage closet, and have that pile of items just sitting in the corner of your bedroom. It doesn't feel like the job is finished until that item is out of your house. So I think there are a lot of sellers who are willing to lower the price down if you can take it off their hands. And there might be also other reasons motivating them to cut down the price. For example, if a seller is moving home, they might really want a quick sale. You also see sellers strike down their price after it's been some time. So occasionally I will save items and I'll check them on occasion to see if they've lowered the price. And just a warning for this though, there have been times where I've missed out on an item because someone else has snatched it up. But you know, that's kind of the territory that you're in when you're on Facebook Marketplace. So with any item on Facebook Marketplace, it's as easy as messaging them saying, "Hi, I'm interested in purchasing this item. Would you accept X dollar amount, including shipping," for example. I also might ask for a discount if I'm buying multiple items from a seller, because obviously that's beneficial for them to be able to get rid of more than one thing at once. There might be some back and forth between the buyer and the seller, and I know some people might be annoyed by that whole process, but I don't mind it, and I think it's worth it in the end. And with the discount, it really ranges, but I usually aim for 50% of that item, and that really differs. So for example, I might kind of change that when I see that the tags are still on that item. So on a side note, it really astounds me how many items still have tags on. It's crazy that people are selling things that are brand new because it's just been sitting in their closet gathering dust. And yeah, it's crazy how many brand new items you can find on Facebook Marketplace. But yes, don't be afraid to haggle. My next tip is to do everything you need to do to make an informed decision about that item. So for example, if you have to ask for measurements, don't hesitate to do that. Because obviously something that deters people from buying on Facebook Marketplace is the fact that you can't return or exchange if it doesn't work out. So for example, if you're buying a clothing item, if it doesn't fit, then it kind of becomes your problem, and then you might have to resell it, you might have to go tailor it even if you didn't want to tailor it. So yeah, there is that risk element, but don't be afraid to ask for measurements. Don't be afraid to ask for more photos from different angles. You might even want to look up the size guide of that particular brand. I have definitely been lazy in the past and it didn't work out. I also think it's a good idea, for example, if you're purchasing something that's a bit more on the pricey side, to actually go in store and get familiar with a brand's sizing. So I've definitely done that before, because there are definitely brands out there that run small or run big. So it's always good to know and become familiar with the brands that you like, so it's less of a risk. So another tip is to always check the seller's ratings. So there are definitely people out there who might misrepresent their items, so that minimizes the risk that you might be purchasing from someone who might be a little dodgy. So Facebook does show you how many stars they've gotten out of 5 and how many people have given them a review. And I'm always just a little bit more skeptical with people who don't show their ratings, and I tend to go for people who have 4 or 5 stars. Another tip is to set your radius to your local area. So I mainly do this because I don't really want to pay for shipping costs, or I don't really want to have to travel super far to pick up a particular item. Sellers might also offer a discount, or I might ask for that discount by saying that I can collect it from their place, or I can meet up at a place that's convenient and local to them. So it's more of a convenience thing, but it can also save you costs on shipping and delivery. And I think that kind of flows nicely to my next tip, which is to always be safe. There are a lot of dodgy sellers out there, so personally for me, when I'm picking up items from a person's home, for example, I do not go by myself. And if I'm meeting up with someone to collect something, I will do this in broad daylight at a busy location. I'll tell people where I'm going. I don't share any personal information like my address or my mobile number, and I don't have my real name on Facebook. So those are just some safety tips, because yeah, I just want people to have that in the back of their mind. And that wraps it up with all of the tips for buying on Facebook Marketplace. Please let me know if you'd like a dedicated video on some tips for selling on Facebook Marketplace. I've definitely done my share of decluttering and have made a lot more than I expected, so let me know. If you enjoyed this video, I think you'll enjoy my video on how and where I shop for more tips. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye!